So as we approach the Christmas season, I like to tell a story. Several years ago, I was visiting my sister in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Christmas Eve, we went to Mass at the local church near where she lived. It's a pretty sizable church, and it was a really packed house that night. And got to the part of the homily or sermon, and the priest was talking about perspective and talking about getting our priorities right, just a nice general summary of doing the right thing, getting priorities in order. And all of a sudden he said, "But I've got a special guest tonight, so everybody just sit for a minute. Our special guest is about to arrive." And all of a sudden we look to the back, and here comes Santa Claus. And you watched all the kids starting to get all wound up, and he was the center of attention. So he begins to come down the aisle, and the priest said, "As you guys know, he's preparing for a very busy night ahead of him, so he's come to pay us a visit." So he walked down the aisle, walked up toward the altar. All the kids were just jumping and everything all around. He walked over to the left of the altar, and they had a very nice sized nativity scene set up there. And he walked up and knelt down in front of the nativity scene and just sat there deep in prayer or prayer like posture. And you watched all of these kids kind of go from like a total like excitement to just like, oh, wow. And it kind of created just it was as us coaches like to say, it was a paradigm shift. Everybody goes from this excitement of there's Santa bringing all the gifts, then he walks down the aisle and walks quickly. Well, not quickly. He was actually kind of a slow paced Santa, but he made his way hastily as he could over to the nativity scene and knelt down, bowed his head in prayer. And it was a powerful scene, and it goes to show you that Santa had his priorities in place there, and it was a nice message. So I like to share that story. It was enjoyable, and this was probably 15 to 20 years ago, so it still has quite an impact on me. So have a great Christmas season, everybody, and hope you enjoy the story. Thank you.